Yes. Oh, I unlocked one. How do you... Oh, do you have to play? Maybe you have to play the first part to unlock the second part, maybe? Maybe? I'm not sure. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna just hop right into it. You can say that again. Alright, play this one. It's already Sunday. I'm getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself that there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent we sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She doesn't really like complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Not like we text each other all the time, or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. So what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. From what I remember, this is not the scene. I am very certain we've all, seen or played the game before. I don't think this is it. No, I think she's okay here. But anyways, rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori! Ah, my goodness. That's a relief. She's okay. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over in a long time, have you? Nothing like that. I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. Doesn't look damn messy. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. Of course she did. Only natural for her to keep me informed with the festival preparations, right? That's true. What about you? Aren't you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you're doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Eh? Why can't it be just like it's always been? This is all my fault. I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings. I didn't make that stupid mistake, and you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But it's just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world would have you come over today. He just wants to torture me. No, that's not it. Sayori. I grabbed Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no way, there's no other explanation for you to be like this. Tell me already. Till I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing ever happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it now for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. Thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? 'Cause most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? I go to school. I eat. I make friends. That's why other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy. Without everyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. Can't even figure out how to respond. Possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Does she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you have to do is tell me. You don't understand at all. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. Then, I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Oh, Sarah, you need to stop laughing. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped everything is if it could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked on Sayori's face. I don't see tears. Okay, now I do. I made you join the leadership club because I was selfish. I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And then you came here, and I made you hurt too. Just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm gonna accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pulled her into a tight embrace. You see, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Well, that's rude. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely managed to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. What I want for her to know is that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. If there's anything that you need me to do, you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. Not sure this is gonna help the situation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Getting this area, and then puts her arms once again skipped. Whoops. Her arms returned. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But it's just so warm. That's really scary too. There, lets me go. She does. As she does so, I let her go as well. No, never let her go. We know where this is going. Festival is tomorrow. Yeah, I don't. Gonna be fun, right? No, not gonna be fun. Cause I'm pretty sure the festival's when it happens. I really hope not. I'm not ready for this. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. Probably a sign to do it. Probably a good sign that I should go ahead, right? But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. By surprise, Sayori shakes her head. Then drag her along. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Kind of hard for me to fully understand. I'm trying my hardest. No, I think I understand. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Oh, please tell me. I look forward to it. I don't, because I'm pretty sure I know what's going to happen. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. We're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I opened the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. See, you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't come all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. But everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. I'm glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Izzy? Come on. Since when did I ever need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Guck, what is this? Comic? This is ridiculously heavy. Haha. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yep, I'm impressed, Natsuki. Seems that I always underestimate you. Hehe. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? Not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. Natsuki is adorable. What are you making me say? That you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school? We're getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Haha. What? That's a little bit more like you. More fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Hey, you're treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know? Just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and face turns red. Yeah, oops. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you're trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, that's what you're thinking, that you should know that there are a ton of guys who aren't into body types like yours. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! What was that? Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Haha. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness. Natsuki, you are my weakness. Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally, starting to pull things out of her bag, so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we have to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki's babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess her up her precious baking. Z, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? Color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. We're doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. That does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. Presentation is where you gotta be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her ketchup cupcakes, and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, doubt it, that'd be difficult. Yeah, maybe I will use food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. As he grabs the whisk away from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger on the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Oh no, it's this part. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, eh? You're forgetting who did all the work? Start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the ball. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push hard, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah! And then forcing Natsuki pulling me causes her to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross! You got some on my face! Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez! You know what? Take this! Natsuki wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish! I'm faster. Grab her wrist before my hand, with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh dear. Aha, stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. Sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's fun seeing you react to it. You do that all the time. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. Oh no, not this part. No, I don't. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Oh gosh. What? You seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. See, you really shouldn't do that kind of things to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me, just like that? How did the mood turn into this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Aha, dizzy, Izzy. Out of nowhere, the fire alarm's just going off. Oh crap! Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Something burning? I thought you didn't even put the cupcakes in yet. Cough. No wonder. It's a dirty tray in here, dummy. Ah, that explains it. How could you even make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. So you normally have to, like, wave a towel at those things to get them to shut up. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah, attention from the moment before it still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing, like nothing ever happened. Ah, it smells so good. You know, I feel like we shouldn't pretend that nothing ever happened, because that was, kind of awkward. And by kind of awkward, I do mean incredibly awkward. So, you know, there is that. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. That was fast. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling, warm air fills the room. Look how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each tray. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. Brought some decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make them look nice and fluffy. Yeah, I'm not too good at icing stuff. I always make a mess. This one can even make flowers. Probably won't be using it this time though. What's that one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on cake, like happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? You could use it to make literature themed by writing different words on each cupcake. It'd be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But it's actually a really cute idea, so... haha. Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Did I miss something? Nah. Same with you. Eh? You say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each bag. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get off to work. We're finally finished. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts all of them side by side to admire our work. Look how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are nice, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. But there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really have to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, my dad cooks, so I need to eat as much as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping we would have enough time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? It's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. And as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry something, you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. Don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Haha, I wish she would listen to me like the way she listens to you. Yeah. I think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, I felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. Feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for helping. All the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki? Eh? You said it before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think, if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga, how you want to pronounce that, or go out somewhere. You really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Izzy, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I'd really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Oh dear. Wait, Natsuki? Standing inches away from me, Natsuki looks up at me. Feel her fingers gently clutch at the side of my shirt as if holding on to me. Rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My hands start to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Yeah. Sayori? Eh? Hi, Izzy. Sayori? Oh gosh. Just no, we weren't. Oh no, this is awkward. This is so incredibly awkward. It's okay. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, thought you didn't want to come over today. I was just thinking about this scene. I was like, okay, so tomorrow is safe because the scene hasn't happened yet, but no, what happens now, meaning tomorrow isn't safe. Well, tried staying in my room. Did I miss something? I don't think so. My imagination was really being mean to me. I don't like that. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy for me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Yeah, I don't remember Monica being involved in this. I didn't know I could hate Monica anymore, but now... Monica was right about what? Sayori. What I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Writing about you isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But, Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Izzy. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? Scared that I might make you more like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Izzy, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. Don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand in my own. Remember how I said that I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. That's what I'm gonna give to you. This is the place where I should save, because I don't remember what happens. I don't remember if there's a difference. Again, I don't think it has an outcome on the situation. But I am pretty certain that, I don't know, maybe something will happen. I don't remember. Oh, I want to look it up now, but you know what? I don't know what to say here. I should probably not overthink this like I am, but you know what? It's the case with everything. I'm just going to go with this one. I love you. Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. Spending time with everyone at that club, making new friends, having fun with you every day, helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side. Then I know we'll both be happy. I'm not so sure that was the right decision. Isn't... Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this really okay? Yeah? I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. I love you. Izzy. Oh gosh, I don't like this. This is going nowhere I like. I know what's gonna happen here. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Yes, I want to be with me too forever. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, I want the brain clouds to go away. I'm not going away at all. It's okay. Might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. No, don't let Sayori go! So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? Well, I don't really think that's how it works, but okay. You don't just tell someone you love them and automatically boyfriend and girlfriend or something. What are you saying? Don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I can handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Izzy, Sayori gives it me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? I don't think so, no. I don't really understand what Sayori meant by that. Are you saying this makes you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It's like a bunch of thorns when you told me you loved me. That's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. I don't think I do. I say I do, but do I? That's my promise. Oh gosh, why am I promising things I can't? I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her, and she loves me. I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I'm wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me. I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. I don't like where this is going. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to wake her up, but I decided it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I'm not ready. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. I am not ready. Like, I'm pretty sure we have a whole day ahead of us, and then I go to check, but I am not ready. It's very, unnerving silence, knowing what's coming. And Suki's already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I don't know. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. Honestly, though, I'm not. I'm not excited. I don't know. I don't have words. I just feel very, I don't know, unnerved. That a word? But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great. I don't think I know Monica. Like, I know Monica's bad. We all do. But I don't think I knew how bad she was. I didn't remember her having anything to do with, like, saying something like, what did she say to Sayori? Okay, enough stalling and trying to put it off for as long as I can. Oh gosh, not that horrid face. That horrid, beautiful face that I dread to see. Izzy, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. Thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing the little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. I feel like I screwed this up majorly. Yuri's not here. Yuri's not here. Don't like where this is heading. Like, oh gosh, I'm stalling so much right now. Sorry. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're writing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like, and I submitted it. That's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, no, because you told her something. Yeah, she overslept again, that dummy. I think that on a day this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but then I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Oh my goodness. I'm not ready. You take a little responsibility for her, Izzy. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Monica? Kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Terry really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. Probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt it chilled down my spine after hearing that. Yeah. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people they take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it a most professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the one they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. I'm not reading all of that, by the way. That would get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finished writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Uh, what's this? Reading the poem, I feel a pit in my stomach. I already had a pit in my stomach. See? What's wrong? Nothing. Poem feels completely different from everything else Sarah's written. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm gonna get Sayori, so uh well alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Quickly leave the classroom. I don't feel ready for this. Don't strain yourself. I'm gonna cause that out after me. Honestly, I have no words. I don't want to do it. I legitimately don't want to do this. Thought I was ready. Be quick in my pace. What was I thinking? Oh gosh. Don't want to do this. We all know what's coming. I'm stalling for any amount of time I could possibly get. I'm also trying to mentally prepare myself, but there's no mentally preparing myself for what's about to come. I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Not a big deal to at least wait for her help to wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give to her. I reached Sayori's door and knocked on the door. Didn't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone or either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. I am legitimately not ready. I'm getting goosebumps, not getting. I've had goosebumps for a while. Like I'm not ready. Sayori, I don't want to do it. I know what's coming. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself because I'm not prepared for this. Trying my best here. Maybe I'll just leave the video here. And then, like, just save, leave the video here and... Yeah, I'm gonna save here. And take a break. And then I'll come back to it. I'll put them both in the same video, but like, I'm taking a break to prepare myself for this, so... Yeah, I'll be back. Alright. I think I'm ready. Okay, no. I'm not ready. I'm as close to being ready as I will be. Bad memories. Sayori? He really is a heavy sleeper. Swallow. Can't believe I'm doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. It really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case. Just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. Really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? Bro, I did this when I was 13. And now I did it with like no thought. I mean, there was thought afterwards, but I didn't know, because I didn't know what I was getting myself into. But now I know. I'm stalling for any amount of time I can get. It is a breach of privacy, isn't it? She really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal until a few days ago. So I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I pressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? Could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her? I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. And why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. That swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, took her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. They just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. Gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. Isn't some game where I can reset and try something different? Yeah, that would be nice. I only had one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. On another note, this song is very off. Never, 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 never end. Alright, well, I think you click this next, but first, I'm gonna go back to the desktop and see if there's anything here. Music. Yeah, not listening to that one. I feel like we all know what that is. Pictures. Tell me there's not a picture of that. Please. These secrets, backgrounds, sketches. Alright. Yeah, I don't think that would be... That's... Well, it's a good thing I prepared myself, because if I hadn't, I'd probably, you know... Alrighty, well, let's try this again. Catchy song. At least there's that. Yes. Minecraft enchantment table language. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is... That girl is the funniest feminer. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. Now, the kind of friend you never see yourself liking today, because it just kind of works out. You know, known each other for so long. We read all this. Used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just silent idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sniffner catch up to me. An ordinary school day, like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by by couples of friend groups waiting to walk to school together or walking to school. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone, always telling myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation or to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on by the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it anyway. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stare blankly at the wall and look for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't really any that interest me. Besides, not many of them would. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. Guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Izzy? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Been a while, right? Yeah, a while. Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. That devilish little smile. You know what you did. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... Wait, what did you come in here for anyway? I've just been looking for supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. Actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around major clubs. Feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? Sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. Besides, a member's a member, right? Why'd the music stop? Monica say she? Hey, Izzy. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, you know that? And you're not. It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Kinda sounds suspicious. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Eh? A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Izzy. What words escape me in this situation? This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki? With the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. The small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Yuri? Wow. I thought that Sayori was. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into Izzy in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, well, you know. Sorry. Didn't forget, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down? The two girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Blah. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, you know I didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As vice president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. Confident that we can really grow this club before I graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Salted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and read might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Yeah, I feel like we've been here before. So, Izzy, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga, I mutter to myself quietly. Or quietly to myself, half joking. Tsuki's head suddenly pricks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious that, by the way that her eyes light up, that she finds herself comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like lots of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Mitsuki eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looks like you were working on a poem called Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No, Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand, Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. You have writing experience too, Yuri. Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers. guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Tsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll share them for each other. With each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. We can decide to take responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Lizzie? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah. Where's Sayori? What'd you do with her, Monica? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I boldly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Where's Sayori? What'd you do with her? I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and yep. Whoops. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, sorry, I thought... Yeah, the girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. Guess I need to tell you the truth, Izzy. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. I've been trying really, really hard to find members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to, what now? Make a clear-headed decision when it's like this. I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. My goodness, really? You really mean that? Yeah, it could be fun, right? It really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Yeah, of course you would, Natsuki. Yeah, of course you're happy. We can become an official club now. I should leave while I still can. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I know I am. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Yeah, you know what you can do to give me a great time? Give me Sayori. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over me over it. Doing once more. Izzy, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the exact anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. Guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Can't wait. I can. Thought I'd depart from the clubroom and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Preferably not Monica. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Alright. Sure, why not? Things I like about Papa. I like when Papa comes home early. I like when he makes dinner. I like when he gives me allowance. I like when he spends time with me. Blah, 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 blah. I like when Papa is too tired for anything. That's Natsuki's one, I think, yeah. I'll go with Yuri. What was that? Was it just me or did her face look off? Like, I wasn't really paying attention, but... maybe it was just me. Anyways... Alright. A Yuri poem. I'll save here. Oh, well, my saves are gone. That's sad. Oh, well. I'm gonna leave it here. Glad I gave myself time to prepare for that. Wasn't as bad as I remembered it being. Maybe that's just because, you know, the first time I did that, played it, I kind of had no idea, so it was kind of like a right train to the face, you know? Even though this time I was expecting it. Also, is it just me or is the music sped up? Weird. Anyways, I'll leave it here for now. Wasn't as bad as I was remembering. Still pretty sad, depressing, but not as bad as I remembered it being. Yeah. Okay, bye.